everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. So, this reading is intended for the sign of Scorpio. We're going to be taking a look at your life from the 6th through the 12th. If you're watching for Scorpio, just reverse the roles. This is a general reading, so whatever comes out, comes out. Love readings will be out this week. Just be patient. They're taking me a while because I'm reading for the whole month, so they're kind of long. All right, Scorpio, as I'm looking into your energy, you got the 8 of Cups reversed. Your obstacle is the 2 of Pentacles reversed. And it's all happening because of your Queen of Cups in reverse. So I feel like, Scorpio, there's something that you're returning to this week. Now, I don't particularly feel like this is something returning to you. This is the energy of you having freed yourself from something that looks as though it was not in your highest good, because in the past I'm seeing the devil here. The issue is there's something around this situation that you've left that's got you feeling like maybe you made the wrong decision. What I'm seeing here from Spirit is that that's actually stemming from you feeling a little bit insecure at this time. I am wondering if perhaps, if this is in regards to love, you might be thinking about your life and feeling like you already met the person you wanted to be with, but that you left. As far as work, this could be you having come to the realization that it's time to do something else because the work environment is just really toxic. But then you're looking at your options and you're feeling as though maybe now is not the time to switch jobs, So it's the energy of you going back and trying to make the best of a situation. But it's stemming from you having kind of an insecurity about what life would be like without whatever this is. Now, I see that you're viewing the situation as perhaps something that can be saved. Maybe if you change your perspective and give this another chance. The difficulty here is I'm feeling like when I'm looking into your environment with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, it's almost like, I don't know if this is someone trying to confuse you on purpose to reel you back in, or if it's just that something hasn't gone the way that you wanted. And so you're coming back to try to give it another try. It's almost the energy of like you making the decision to quit your job and you're telling your boss you're leaving, but then you're not getting a call back from other interviews that you've gone on, so you have to come back to the situation because you don't have enough information about your future, if you left this. I'm seeing here that if this is in regards to like a love situation, it feels like the person you're dealing with is actually not speaking to you at this time. And so it's sparking some of your insecurities around like, maybe I need to make the first move, or maybe I need to try to get a hold of this person to figure out, why they aren't coming after me. I kind of thought if I was gone from them, they would realize what they had, or they would reach out. I feel like for you, Scorpio, the situation you were in, there was just an element here of it really being not in your highest good, and that's actually what I'm looking at as your advice and your opportunity, so you have the opportunity this week to return to something, but to really see it for what it is rather than what you hope that it'll be or you remember it to be. I feel like you probably knew everything you needed to know, and that's why you started exploring your options or figuring out how to remove yourself from this situation. But it seems as though, to me, maybe you're kind of struggling with those insecurities we talked about, or a lack of direction or self-esteem. And when that kicks in, it's very easy to go back to what we know or what's familiar, right? What feels safe, even if it's not necessarily what's best for us or what really makes us happy. As I'm looking at your hopes and fears, you got the 5 of Swords in the reverse. And so I'm kind of feeling like you're hoping that after a period of not dealing with this situation, or not thinking about all the things that are wrong with this situation, if you return, you'll see it in a new light, or it'll be able to be fixed easier because there's been some distance between you and whatever this is. But as I'm looking at what's coming towards you, you actually got the Knight of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords reversed for your outcome. So I feel as though this is something that once you return and you really start inspecting this situation, you're going to realize that you made the right choice all along, right? That this really is kind of something that is not in alignment with what you want, or it's not in your highest good, whether that's a person you're dealing with or a job, I feel like you're going to come to the realization that this is kind of a waste of your time or your energy. There's an energy here of you reassessing the situation and then feeling like, gosh, what made me think that this would be different? Or what made me think I should give more time to this when I've already gotten what I've gotten from this situation and I wasn't happy then? And sometimes we do gain perspective. I think that when you started creating distance between yourself and whatever this is, you were hoping that that separation or that space would give room for growth, right? Or room to realize like, hey, you matter more to me than this argument, or hey, you are a really great employee. I'd hate to see you leave. But now it's like, as you return to this situation, you're realizing that distance actually gave you a new perspective because you started imagining what your life would be like without this toxicity and feeling kind of good about that. Like, what are the opportunities that are available to me? And then when you end up in this situation again, it's almost like you're realizing how bad it really was, right? Maybe when you first started thinking about leaving whatever this is, you didn't view it as bad, right? Because you were in it, but you've gained some sort of new clarity by placing yourself on the outside of the situation. Sometimes when we're like on stage, we can't see the play as well as if we were in the audience and we're looking at the roles everybody's playing and what we're doing, right? So I feel like you're going to end up walking away from this week, or at least deciding that this isn't something of value to you the way that you once thought that it was. But what's nice about this is you're going back and examining what made you return to this situation to begin with. So you'll start kind of addressing some of those insecurities around your future, or some of the self-esteem issues that called you back into this where you're settling for less, right? So very good energy. Sometimes we have to see something again to realize that it's just not what we thought it was or what we wanted. Let me pull you an oracle card and we will take a look at your message for the week. Instead of making excuses and telling yourself why you can't do it or why it's not possible, ask yourself, what if it is possible? So very good. I feel like that's you kind of going back to what you know, because you feel like there are no options for you. When in reality, there are so many options out there. You really could have what you want. The first step is figuring out what that is. The next step is making room for it by getting rid of whatever this devil energy represents to you, and then going after what you want and really having the confidence to know that it's available to you and that you deserve it. All right, Scorpio, I will speak to all of you again in the love readings. Till then, you take very good care of yourselves. Bye.